Hey everyone, welcome to the first Missile Gameplay Commentary. My name is Drybear, and today I'll be playing Artemis in the mid lane. Artemis is a ranged physical carry, quite a good one at that. She kinda, I don't know, she's one of those characters where she doesn't fit into every lineup, not like some characters like Sun Wukong who could really just get dropped anywhere. She's one of those characters where she could literally, you have to build a team around her. She can't go into team fights and expect to not get picked off or focus or anything like that. She definitely needs, she fits into some lineups, but not every lineup like some characters, and she does kind of has like her own little niche. Quickly before the game starts, her cover abilities, her passive is called Still Target, and what this does is when she lands a basic attack, this will gain her plus 5% increased critical strike chance. This will stack up to 3 times for a total of 15% increased critical strike chance. This is a pretty good passive, and it stacks really well with the item Rage. Then it allows her to go for different item builds as well, along with the activation of her 2. Her first ability is called Transgressor's Fate. This is a trap that is placed on the ground, which can only be activated by enemy gods and will root them in place, doing physical damage to them. After the addition of focus, this doesn't really root them for very long, nor does it really do as much damage as it used to. So it's one of those abilities that you leave at level 1. It's just there. It's pretty much just wards early on, unless you decide to go for focus. Although I don't really see anyone doing that unless it's like a specific reason for it, just because Artemis is actually a very good damage dealer, so you wouldn't really want to focus. You want to sacrifice any of that. Some melee physical carries can go for focus, like the Void Blade is pretty strong, almost core on most melee physical carries. But ranged physical carries don't really have a need to go for items that include focus. So she's kind of just out there doing what she do. The second ability is called Vengeful Assault. This is a activated ability which gives her increased attack speed for a short duration. This is her steroid ability. This allows her to scale very well into late game, and also build into 2 different types of build styles. Some people like going for pure attack speed and then maxing out her attack speed when Vengeful Assault is activated. I'm going to go place this trap here. This will give me vision and also prevent people from coming in and ganking me from the left side. So I'll be able to see it, and it also gives me a bit of an advantage there. Ra should have more push than me early on, so he's probably going to push this lane up. Ra is a very strong pusher, so I don't expect me to do so great in the pushing realm. Looks like he's going to back off. It's a smart play. No, he's going to go for it. So this Vengeful Assault will just increase your attack speed for a short duration. She kind of turns her gun to the side like a gangsta. You can see this changes the sound and the animation as well. So definitely a good attack there. Where does... Whoa, this guy just pulled a slip on me while I was talking. Throw that up on there. There he is. Doing some good damage there. Like I said, he's going to have some good push early on. But maxing out my third ability, which is called Suppress the Insolent, will allow me to push more. What this does is a ground target ability which will do physical damage to everyone in the area and reducing their movement speed as well. This will slow them down. Oh no, one of the archers hit it. So this will slow them down and do physical damage to them. One thing you can do, he's going to laser beam first. Let's see if he does. Likely going to go for... There you go. So what you can do is that, and this will pull the melee out. Since he did it late, this guy's pretty smart. If they do it early, if they put down that beam early, you can step into it, which will aggro your melee minions on top of them, and then pull them away from the wave, or outside of the healing beam, which will drag their melee minions out as well. So that's definitely a good counter you can use against a Ra that uses that first. Obviously, if they beam first like he did, I need to get up here and do some good starting damage. They will heal up, so... I think I'm just going to use basic attacks to keep my mana up. I should be able to fight him pretty hard once I hit level 5. Speaking of level 5, her ultimate is called Caledonian Boar, and what this does is will summon a boar at the target underneath your feet, which will charge a nearby god, stunning them and doing physical damage to them. The boar will also stun itself for 2 seconds, and stun the enemy for, I think it's 1 second. Yeah, 1 second up to max 2 seconds with focus. So it's an ability. Oh, jeez. It's an ability which will charge the boar. The boar will charge them, stun them, and it's actually active for 6 seconds, so it can charge up to 3 people if there's people in range for the whole time. The boar itself does have its own HP bar, so the boar can be killed. Looks like he's gonna head back here. The boar can be killed, so if someone does like a really good ultimate, like Hebo ultimate uses Crushing Wave, as the boar gets summoned, the Crushing Wave will kill the boar, and then that's something that you have to deal with there. Also, late game ranged physical carries, if they do a big crit, can take down the boar, and all that kind of stuff. Just gonna push this while he's gone. He's gonna be back with the mana bug. Did he go for a buff? I don't know why he's still low. Looks like he did go for a gank. I don't know if he ended up getting it or not. We go, let's see, get this mana potion, head on out. Boom. So I got some good damage into his tower there, just a little bit of a tickle, but it's enough time for me to hit the lane back before I get back. So the thing is, like, you want to push the lane before you leave. That way, it gives you a little bit of time, a little bit of wiggle room before you return back to the lane. You see how I'm returning back to the lane, and it's just now coming into the tower. This allows me to kind of defend my lane up. So he's going to end up going back. I need to make sure I know what he's going for. Interesting that he went for a Void Stone. I don't know if he planned that or not, if he got level 1 of each. This will give him a good defensive build and also good movement speed and allow him to use the focus as well for his movement speed increase. So he's definitely going to be very, very fast. Currently, Ra's slow is not affected by focus. That won't make his slow better. His slow is a stacking slow, so the longer you hit, the more slowing it hits. He's going to head back here. Get a few shots in here before he shows up. He's definitely going to Celestial Beam, but if he shoots it at me, he'll miss the wave, and the wave will allow me to put more damage into the tower. Watch out for that Divine Light there. Save the game. We're actually behind by a bit. Looks like the right lane's having a tough time. And there's a Thor here who could be ulting. Good thing I had that trap there. That trap gave me the vision that I needed. So now I can just back off to the tower. And if he decides to dive me, I might be able to just kill him with the boar. He's going to come back down. So what this trap did is just gave me wards. That's really what the traps are used for early game, is just wards. And pretty much at any point in the game as well. You can put them up near the fire giant. You can put them at chokes. There are choke points at the buff camps on the top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right corner. So the mana and the CDR buffs have little choke points that cannot be, they can be blocked completely by one trap. So it's very, very effective to do that. You can also block off certain points by using 2 traps. Blocking those areas often will allow you to retreat to those directions safely. Looks like Ra might be heading over this way. I need to make sure I know he's doing the damage buff. Don't know how close he is to getting it though. An enemy has been slain. Don't leash! No! Nice. I don't know what this lag is, but at least I got the buff from him and forced him to retreat. So definitely wondering where the mid goes is a good thing to do. See how he kind of just left the lane there, and I wanted to make sure that I followed him. There's 2 options you can do if the enemy mid leaves the lane and you're in mid. You can either follow him to where he's going to gank and make it a 3v3. You never want to leave it. If you're not going to follow him, you want to push really hard. You want to push as hard as you can. Make sure that he's going to suffer in some way. There's another Thor ulti, which I heard. I think I have my sound up. Sometimes I turn it down so I don't get distracted by people spamming or anything like that. It's a good thing I had my sound on. That trap is still there. What most pillars will do is they'll stand on the trap and get rid of it. I guess Thor didn't think to do that, because he's missed the gank twice now because of those traps. Get a few free shots in here. He's probably going to shoot left. There we go. Artemis is a decent farmer. Probably not the best of all farmers, but definitely a decent farmer. Her 3 is very strong. As far as skill build goes, you want to max out the 3 in almost every situation, and then follow it with Vengeful Assault. Looks like he's going to do this. What I can do is I run forward and hit all of these with the Suppress the Insolent. Be careful left. Retreat left lane. I know Ra's going over there. He's probably just about to show up as well. I'm going to head over there and try and help. I need to look at my mana bar now. I do realize I only have just enough to use one ultimate. Probably not Suppress the Insolent, so I'm going to go ahead and save it just for the ultimate. The ultimate will give me the biggest bonus here. Looks like Ra ended up not going over this way. Amir can go. Amir's on the same page. Looks like he's going to just dip out. That was a smart move by Sobek. There's nothing he could have done there to save her. Looks like Ra's going to do the mana buff. Enemy is missing middle, so I want to call that out the best that I can. I'm going to get some lifesteal, some stacking lifesteal here with the Devourer's Gloves, and definitely get some more mana potion, which will allow me to farm some more. Looks like the mid is still missing, so I'm going to go over and get this gold. Probably hit all these buffs on the way over and probably gank the right lane. So like I said, one thing you can do if a mid's missing is either go gank the lanes, follow where he's going, or go to a lane that he's not going to, and then help them out so it makes it a 3v3 so they never get screwed by a gank, or push the lane really, really hard so that he suffers in some way by leaving the lane. So if he leaves, he either one of his lanes gets ganked, or he doesn't win a gank because he was 3v3, or he loses his tower. I know he's going over to the right lane. He might be going after that on her. Oh, good pick there. Ra's most likely going to show up here. There. Oh, I guess he did the mana buff. I have an ultimate up in 9 seconds. Be careful for the minion damage here. Lots of minion damage. Like he did get the blue buff. You can barely see it under that CDR. Go ahead and head back, get back to farming. I know he got this, but I'm going to clear the buff on the minion map so we know when it comes back up. Because I do want a blue buff at some point. You can see I do have good coverage with my Transgressor's Freight. You can only have 3 traps up at once, so keep that in mind. If you're going to place a 4th trap, it will delete your first trap place, which would be the one on the left side of the lane over there. So I need to remember that that will happen. Should like an ultimate coming out here.
Your left tower is under attack.
Just farming. Getting some good farm. Keeping up the good levels too. The highest level in the game. Next to Ra, but I think I'm a little bit higher than he is.
Enemy missing right. Enemy incoming middle.
As far as ranged physical carries go, the best combination you can get is Executioner, and then into Rage and Deathbringer. Rage Deathbringer combination is so powerful for damage output, and Execution is very, very good up until the very late stages of the game. Very, very strong. Alternative combinations, you can go for a Cheen's Blades with a Titan's Bane, and it really depends on what you're up against and how they're doing. He missed that beam because he wanted to attack me. This is risky because he's going to come over. I'm going to leave it up at higher HP so I can get the last hit here. He might throw down a beam. There he goes. He's going to go for a beam and then probably an ultimate. I don't know why he shot it. That was a really weird beam. I cut to the left because I assumed he was going to lead it, but I guess he didn't want to do that. That was a strange one. Famana goes after the Thor here. Thor really low, gets picked off by the on here. Famana taking tower shots, but does not care. Ra goes for an ultimate, hits the Sobek, but not much damage coming out. Like this Ra isn't really... He's having a tough time in the left lane over here. Having a very tough time. So one mistake I made there is I knew it was a bad idea going for that damage buff, but I just wanted to go for him there. So definitely in hindsight shouldn't have gone that. What I could have done is gone for my damage buff, which is a lot safer, it's closer to my tower, and also leads me in a different direction. I think it would have been fine if that beam wasn't so weird, though. He shot it, like, into the wall. I mean, it would have been smart for him to lead it through the whole lane so that the whole beam lands in the whole lane, but he decided to just shoot it to where I was standing, so I don't know. Sometimes you predict, and sometimes it just don't work out. It just don't work out. Come back to this lane and push this, if we can. Item builds. Gauntlet of Thieves is really good, and if you're going to get it, you definitely need to get it early, especially on the people that get Gauntlet of Thieves are not the type to be farming all the time. So if you're going to get it, you need to get it as soon as you possibly can.
Be careful. Enemies have returned right. Take left lane.
Not sure where the Ra went. He was mid. He backed off. There he is. I found him. Wander's going to walk right into him. And then get caught by Kali and Sobek. Need to get over there as soon as I can. Ultimate comes out for Shibalanke. Not a whole lot we can do here. We'll go ahead and push mid and get that tower down. 3v3 in the left lane on a tower isn't really going to do much. There's not much initiation from our team. They actually have more initiation than we do.
An ally has been slain.
He's gonna lose this tower.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
I wonder if they should give stacks for tower kills. I guess that would be a little too strong for like Heartseeker Doom Orb type thing. They're fighting. I have a boar, and my mana generation is pretty high right now. Probably boar. My main target would be Kali or Ra. Kali would be easier to kill, especially at her HP right now. So I'm going to go for Kali if I can. Sobek actually gets picked here. Maybe not. Can we get off of me?
Nice job. An enemy has been slain. Your left tower is under attack. The glow.
2, 1, 0. Not going to be enough. So could have used a little more help there. I just needed one more shot, but that's slow from the Ra. I could have bored a lot sooner. He's going to go for a beam here. He actually has enough damage to do that. Where? Wall of Absolution, huh? How many ultimates is this guy gonna use? Jeez, he's like using it on cooldown. Oh, Vamana's diving. Look at that. What a man.
An enemy has been slain.
Ra, buddy.
An enemy has been slain. Be right back.
Get shot in the face.
Be careful, middle.
See what she's gonna decide to do. There she is. That's my girl. She's waiting to save the cone to steal it. Okay, that was weird. You got something to tell me, bro? Tell me how you really feel. Jeez. I can get this tower. There it is.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy tower is under attack.
Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and get this buff over here. Looks like she can keep those entertained. They might come around actually. I need to be really careful here. Looks like they don't know. This is already down.
Be careful.
Golly.
Attack.
That was kind of weird.
You have
Kind of
slain
weird,
an enemy.
but you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Pushing this down, getting some good farm up. Not a lot of buffs up, but looks like Vamana actually had a big comeback here. He started out having a tough time, so he kind of pulled that back, which is good. See how Amir is trying to farm right now? It's because he has the Gauntlet of Thebes. He needs to get that up, and that just takes forever to get up. Takes so long. 100 stacks on a support slash tank just takes forever. Oh, don't take the blue. Oh, he's going to get it. They head back here. Pick up a Rage. Get a Rage. I really need an ability item here.
An ally has
Head on
been
out.
slain.
Head on out. Almost got my full stacks on my Devourer's Gloves, which is good. Giving me that lifesteal as well, which allows me to stay in lane and heal myself back up after damage. I'm going to go for a Rage and then probably get a Deathbringer. And beyond that, we'll see what happens. Not really much protection is coming out from anyone except for Sobek, but not really concerned about that right now.
Your right tower is under
I guess he
attack.
doesn't want this. I guess he doesn't want it. Good damage. So what Rage does is it makes it so you pretty much have a guaranteed crit. It gives you good physical power, critical strike chance, and attack speed. But every time you don't crit, your crit chance goes up, which goes really well with Artemis's passive, at giving her 5% up to 15%. So she just basically crits all the time. Then you get a Deathbringer, which gives her more crit percentage scaling, so it goes up quicker. So instead of a double attack, it's or double damage, it's 250% damage. So it goes up pretty well.
Enemy missing. Yes. Enemy missing middle.
There's Thor. There's Ra. He's gonna go for a stun here. What I want to do is not get cut off. Sobek's here.
Tower is under attack.
Put that out so we have some good vision. Need to not get caught here by that. Oh my god. What? They were there for so long. Why no fighty? Sobek lands the charge prayer, throws Arthur back into the beam. Ragun with some good damage here. Ymir is still pushing out the mid lane. Really needed him on this fight here. Slapping out with Kali. Looks like Arthur's just going to get really low here. Sobek has just one ability. He'll take him out. Sickening Strike, Tail Whip, or even a couple attacks there. Hitting the Sobek, pulled aggro from the minions. Looks like Vamana's still fighting. 2v1 here. Uses the clear the path trying to get out. Ra might go for a beam. Lands the beam with a clutch prediction there. And Ymir is still mid. Ra's pushing up the left lane as well. Didn't even get that tower. Kali ended up coming out and fixing that up. I'm going to give it a sprint here. I just need to get some distance. Some distance is good. Ymir ended up dying in the mid lane. That's unfortunate. Kali must have gotten her Heartseeker back up in a good fashion. Which is unfortunate. State of the game, we're actually up by a lot. A lot of money. Me and Onher have lots of money. We just didn't have any tanks there. I got focused really hard. I needed to not get caught by that Sobek. And then when I did, I avoided the Ra ultimate and then the Sobek ultimate, but then they just all crashed down on top of me. And then it was a bad positioning by my fault there. Could have positioned myself a lot better. So it looks like we're not really going to group up anytime soon. Anytime you're in this kind of situation, you just need to get towers down and get as much farm as you can. Just get as far ahead as you can. They're going to back off there. Ra's going to step on my trap. Shibalonki ended up backing out. He's going for the damage buff. I think he already got it.
Okay. Group up.
Mir's going to come out here. Vamana's going to go for the flank. Don't really want to lead the charge. Just want to sit in the back. Vamana's going to go for an umbrella ring there. Doesn't really get anyone. This damage buff just popped. Let's pick this up. Some more farm. We can get the Sobek, but not likely. We have to get all of them at the same time. Some good crit damage coming out there. Sobek's gonna go for the damage. Takes out this tower. Did he come around? There he is. You get a good slow here. He's gonna dash away. Or just sprint away. That works too.
Retreat.
Ultimate comes out for Shibalonki. There goes Amir's ultimate. He's going to hit anything. Looks like Ra or Thor got really low there, but ended up using the Aegis Amulet to get away from the damage from that ultimate. Close call there. But it is what it is. Honor goes in. Not really a lot that can be done here. In a bit of a pickle if they see me. Looks like they didn't. Sobek's going over there. This will drop one of my traps, but I think we need good vision up on the Gold Fury here. Close calls everywhere. Steps on the trap. This is what a lot of players will do. You need to keep in mind. Most players forget, but if they're paying attention, they'll step on the trap to get rid of it. It's like a free ward kill. It's like free counter warding just by using your feet. Use those feet. They might be doing it actually. Sobek headed over this way. Put this down. Looks like actually someone just backed.
Get out of this.
See if anyone's doing the mana buff, if it's even up. And it's not. Is this up? Nope. I'll back up a bit. Clear this down. Oh, this isn't good. This is really not good. They're just diving on the tower mid. Got caught out. It happens. Using the poison darts to get it. Thor actually goes for the ultimate. Charge Prey comes out from Sobek, throws Raw into tower range. The Vamana is taking the tower. Thor getting pretty low here from the on here. Slow's gonna come out from the mirror. Good wall there. Very good wall there. Picks off the Thor. Shibalanki trying to do some good damage, but Amir taking this pretty well. Looks like Sobek's in the back. Like it's done here. Goes after the Raw. It's a good choice. Hail whips him into the middle of the lane, but Shibalanki backs off, doing some good damage to Sobek, but isn't going to be enough. Ultimate comes out for the Raw, doesn't land on top of anyone. Sobek taking some good damage from the Honor. Honor uses the Aegis Amulet, but it's going to stick him in front of the Honor. One more hit will do it. The wall just barely misses, unfortunately. The slow comes out to clear the wave, but they're going to back up, and no kills are going to come out of this one. Unfortunate. Just a little bit more unison, we'd be able to wipe the floor with them. We have between me and Honor, we have a lot of damage output, just not a lot of protection. It was me and Honor in the right lane, and all three of our teammates were in the mid lane pushing against a Kali. Just need to stick with them. Just stand around your tanks, and they will tank for you. Just keep getting caught out. Need to be really careful about my positioning. Artemis is very easily focused. That's one of the downfalls of being Artemis, is you don't really have the leap that Honor would have, or have the leap that Sun Wukong would have, or anything like that. So it's definitely a challenge. He's gonna dash out.
Attack, Fire Giant! No. Okay.
Looks like Vamana's going to lead them out a bit here. This is a very difficult situation. We shouldn't be going for the Fire Giant.
Group up! Group up!
And like I said, between me and Honor, we have a lot of damage output. A lot. We can drop someone very, very quickly given the opportunity. We just need the opportunity. Yeah, this isn't looking good.
Attack up!
Just need to be really... I think I'm just going to wait until most of the team fight has ended, and then go in.
An ally has been slain.
The damage output is really huge.
You have slain an enemy.
Sobek's gonna get away. Unfortunately, Shibalanki got away, but that's okay. It's bound to happen. See if we can't get a good stun or slow or something here. Are we on an EU server? We are on EU. That's why. This whole game, EU server again. Like the third EU server in a row. Get this Phoenix down. Good damage output. Boom. This guy. Stun him. Stun him. Stun him. Oh my. Must be on cooldown. There goes the mana.
Retreat!
On my way out, I'm gonna clear their buffs. If they're up.
That's too bad.
See that little stutter step that happens is just from the EU server. I'm at about 200 ping right now. Must be the time that I play or whatnot, but I just keep getting EU servers. It's rough, guys. First world problems. Get the blue buff first. It'll only take a second.
On my way.
Shibalanki's here. I don't think they know. I doubt they know. Can you get the slow? Gets the slow, but I don't know who's gonna... There were 2 mid, so it's likely they can show up right now.
Okay.
Set up an ambush here.
Be right back.
I'm gonna finish this off. And that. So I have a choice. I can either go for Cheen's Blades at this point, or Titan's Bane. It's got a lot of protection there. I think I'm just gonna go for the Cheen's Blades. It's like a big fight near the Fire Giant. Ra gets picked off.
Nice job. An enemy.
Our Ra getting kind of low here. Looks like he has enough support from his team. Sobek goes in, uses the tail whip. Shivalonki getting really low here. Vamana sticking to him. Gets pinned by the honor. That was an excellent impale. Thor's going to go for the ulti. He's going to get it out in time. See if I can't save this guy. Most likely not going to happen.
An ally has been slain.
Clean kill there.
Nice job.
We can easily kill the Fire Giant now.
You have slain an enemy.
See, I'm pretty much critting all, like literally every hit. The last 8 hits or so were all crits. Just come from the Rage, Deathbringer, passive combination. Did Hunter jump over the wall?
Nice job.
That was weird. Vamana's such a man. Jeez, look at this guy. What a man. I gotta get in this. I gotta get in on this. I feel so left out. He didn't invite me to the man party. God, I want to be part of the man party. Thor's gonna come in, uses the ultimate. See if I can't bait this out a bit. They know I'm here. Oh, picks it off. Wow. So that's me, game guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate all your subscriptions and views. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video.